Welcome back to another XpertVR weekly recap. This week we are going over augmented reality erasers, virtual reality surgeries, Minecraft NFTs, and more, and how all of it relates to the education space. So let's jump into it. First off, we have this article from The Verge on Apple's new tech demo on their AR reset or eraser. So you can see in this video here, basically using augmented reality and having augmented reality glasses on or a phone on, you can erase everything within your room. And so I think this is very interesting in the education space because you could imagine how you could have very rudimentary desks or objects around the room, erase them, and then place 3D models of much more sophisticated maybe equipment or environments that a student would be using in the real world over top of those physical objects that are in the physical world, and then being able to go around and interact with them in the augmented reality world, being able to feel a table, but what they're seeing is maybe a more sophisticated surgery table, or the tools that they're holding maybe are very generic so that they can use them in multiple areas, but then when they're holding them, they're masked with the actual object that they would be using in the physical world. So really cool technology coming out from Apple, and excited to see when they finally release their headset what types of software and features like this are available. Moving along to Minecraft and NFTs, you might have seen that this week Minecraft banned NFTs and blockchain within their platform, within their game. So basically some creators have been creating NFTs off of the games and servers that they've created in Minecraft. And I think this is interesting to note, one, because Minecraft is being used in the education space a lot for creativity and architecture design and things along those lines, where students can go into Minecraft and create and use all of the creative tools within the platform. But two, I think this sets a precedent that not everything needs NFTs and blockchains. Myself, I am a big supporter of NFTs and blockchains as well in the education space and how it could be used to link to classes that you've completed, diplomas that you've received, and all sorts of things around that. But I don't think every individual thing within that class, maybe let's say, needs an NFT. You don't need an NFT for every grade that you're getting, every test that you're doing, every book that you read. So having this kind of separation of where is that level of NFTs and blockchain needed, I think Minecraft may not want to completely ban it and forget about it forever, but as the technology develops, hopefully they reconsider it in other ways of how it might be used for their higher end creators. Maybe have created a world that they've put many hours into and they turn that into an NFT that they can sell. Similarly, in the education space, maybe as part of your graduating project, you create something in Minecraft or in somewhere else, and that can be turned into an NFT that you can keep forever. So interesting ideas here, but glad to see these kind of precedents being set. Moving right along here, we've got this trifecta of great outcomes in prostate cancer surgery using 3D virtual reality models. So interesting article here. We'll make sure that it's linked and shared a little bit more. But main thing to highlight here, basically, surgeons were using virtual reality to look at a surgery before they did it and kind of practice that surgery, know all the ins and outs of that surgery and where the cancer is on the prostate and everything along those lines before they actually did the cancer surgery and then the removal surgery. And the results here in a random study of doing the virtual reality surgery beforehand versus just looking at MRIs and traditional scans and things along those lines, they found that prostate-specific antigens, you can see here, there was only about 9% detectable after the surgery in the VR versus standard treatment groups, 31% predictable. So a decrease over 3 times and a decrease here in cancer-specific antigens left in the body after surgery. So you can see just how much more precise surgeons were able to be with this practice. And you can only imagine how, as VR technology gets better and how surgeons continue to use this, it could just up those numbers and hopefully get down to a place where you can have a 0% left in the body. All right, and then lastly, ending on some XpertVR news. Over the past few weeks, we've had some firefighters going through our virtual reality simulations for firefighter training, specifically our search and rescue simulation. So we'll link to that case study below as well. But really exciting to have actual firefighters in here, and you can see the feedback that they're giving. They felt like the simulation was very realistic. They were surprised at how easy the technology was to use, and are excited for students to be using this so that they're prepared for the real world. And we'll have another case study and more information coming out soon, but we actually had a firefighter earlier this week and go through the simulation, and she was in her full firefighting uniform and equipment and went through and was able to practice in that way, so it felt even more realistic. So very exciting news for ourselves at XpertVR to see that what we're building for students to use is still very applicable even when people have been on the job and have the training already. So that was your weekly recap for July 22nd, 2022. Hopefully you learned something new here, and if you have any questions or any ideas of how you want to implement this yourself, please reach out to us at XpertVR and we would be happy to chat. Thank you.